And now it is my great honor to introduce to His Eminence Professor Samdol Rinpoche. Rinpoche is one of the world's foremost scholars of Buddhist philosophy and among the clearest interpreters of complex Buddhist texts. He received his Geshe Larampa degree from Drepung Losalik Monastery and later a Geshe Larampa degree from Gyuto Tantric College. For over 6 decades, Rinpoche has served as teacher, principal, director, professor, and the chancellor, shaping Tibetan education in exile with a vision that unites intellectual rigor with moral and spiritual values. He has also contributed to the broader academic community in India, having served as the president of the Association of Indian Universities, which consists of vice chancellors and directors of over 500 universities and institutions, and also as the president of the Indian Council of Philosophical Research. Beyond academia, Rinpoche has also been a statesman and a spiritual guide. As the first elected Khalön Tipa, or Prime Minister of the Central Tibetan administration, he advanced democratic reforms, crafted the constitution in exile, and worked tirelessly to strengthen the Tibetan community. For me, as his humble student, what shines most brightly is his lived embodiment of compassion, meticulously cultivated through a lifetime of practice, with clarity, conviction, and humility. Rinpoche brings together wisdom and compassion in service to humanity. Please join me in welcoming His Eminence Professor Samdol Rinpoche. Thank you.
Good morning, friends. I was very much looking forward to be with you this morning in person, but due to certain unavoidable reasons, I was not able to reach with you. Anyhow, I'm happy to see you online. And first of all, I will convey you His Holiness' personal message, which is about this historic occasion. I am pleased to learn that Emory University has dedicated this academic year as Year of Compassion in celebration of my 90th birthday. Such a warm gesture reflects Emory's commitment to serving humanity through education, research, and ethical leadership. At a time when the world faces many challenges, this gives me great hope that institutions of learning can help guide us towards a more caring, peaceful future. For almost 3 decades, I have had the privilege of collaborating with Emory University in an academic relationship from which the Center of Contemplative Science and Compassion-Based Ethics has grown to become a shining example of what is possible when science and spiritual join hands to serve the humanity. Through its 3 pioneer programs, Emory Tibet Science Initiative, Cognitively Based Compassion Training, and Social, Emotional, and Ethical Learning, this partnership had advanced our understanding of the human mind, provided practical methods of cultivating compassion and courage, and fostered an education of heart and mind in schools around the world. I have been very happy to learn of this transformative impact these efforts have had on individuals and communities across many countries and cultures. It is therefore my hope that this program will continue to reach more people. I truly believe there is an urgent need for Compassion Revolution, a global movement to make warm-heartedness and ethical discernment to guide the forces for our personal and collective lives. The Compassion Shift initiative is an important step towards advancing this vision with technology and innovation that creates a digital platform and complementary resources to make this program widely accessible. It seeks to nurture this revolution of compassion, thereby planting seeds of care, kindness, and responsibility across the world. It is my sincere hope that Compassion Shift initiative will inspire students, teachers, scientists, and spiritual leaders, health caretaker professionals, business leaders, philanthropists, and policymakers to join together in advancing the global culture of compassion and dignity. I pray that Emory University and its Compassion Center continue to serve as a beacon for humanity, reminding us that compassion is the beating heart of our common humanity and the most powerful force for creating peace, happiness, and well-being. With prayers, the Dalai Lama. So this is his personal message, and he also sends his very heartfelt blessings and prayers for the success of all these ongoing programs of the Emory University. His Holiness attaches a great importance for this initiative. We all remember that decades ago, His Holiness has offered so much educational and academic new ventures which can benefit in the present day entire sentient beings and particularly the human community. But his ideas and visions are not being able to reach out to the people, particularly the people in the modern civilization. And after a great deal of efforts, the Emory University was the first institution who have initiated as the 3-4 programs which His Holiness mentioned before, and it make a practical program how to carry out these visions and teachings and thoughts for the benefit of the entire humanity, particularly coming generation, the younger generations. And therefore His Holiness attaches great importance all these programs, and we are very much grateful to the all concerned people, the authorities, the leadership, and the workers of the Emory University, and particularly Cristiano Santenzin and his associates and his colleagues. So I expressed our appreciation and gratitude from the entire staff of the Gadam Photon establishment, and we are very much looking forward to bring the impact and result of these programs, not in the immediate future, but the result and the real impact and the change in the humanity can only be observed after a few centuries, maybe. So we shall have to be, I think it is very appropriate time to sow seeds of a peaceful and a compassionate world at this moment. And with the growth of science and technology and modern civilization, this seed will also grow organically, and then it will real benefit to entire humanity. It is not a complicated thing. Very simple fact which I would like to mention is the entire sentient beings are social creature. Particularly the humanity is a social being. We are interdependent with each other. And without dependent with each other, interdependence nature, no one can exist, no one can enjoy happiness or well-being. So all our well-being and our happiness is depend on our relationship with others. So relationship can only be three kinds. Either we live together with conflict of mind, or we can live together with cooperation and a cohesive mind, or we can live together depending with each other with competition. There's no fourth way. Other than these three options, there's no other way to relate with each other. Therefore, in competition and in conflict, there can never be a hope of happiness and stability or peace. Only cooperation and coexistence that can bring happiness and stability for oneself and for others and for family, for community, and for entire society and entire humanity. The cooperation and coexistence is entirely dependent on a mindset of compassion for others, for oneself and for others. Therefore, compassion is the basic core of Buddha's teaching, not only Buddha's teaching. Every religious traditions are giving importance to the compassion. And therefore, His Holiness, as a reincarnation of the Avalokiteshvara, the embodiment of all Buddha's compassionate, his lifetime teaching to Tibetans and the entire world was based on compassionate mind. And for that purpose, we shall have to make it accessible for all human individuals, whether believers of any religion or no believers or practitioners or no practitioners. Everyone shall have to be access to the teaching of compassion. So therefore, the Amrita University's efforts and initiatives will be real instrument and a kind of channel to make His Holiness visions and teachings available to every individual and all community and all human beings. Therefore, we appreciate your effort and we pray and we send all the good wishes to success of all these efforts. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, although I'm not able to physically present with you, but through modern technology, it was a very happy moment to say a few words. And I thank you for all of you and wish you all the best.